Hi, first graders. I hope you had fun with your interactive number grid where you got to count up by tens or add tens to a number or subtract 10 from any number or count back by tens. So let's say if you started at 53, you counted up by tens 63, 73, 83, 93, 103, 113. When you counted back, you went 108, 98, 88. 78, 68, right? That's how you did it. Today, I want you to try a game. You need one more person to play with. So what you do is you get to pick any number. Let's say you picked 47. You let them know that you're counting up by tens from 47 or adding tens to that number, and they have to tell you the next number. Then you tell them the next number. So let's say we have two people. So let's see, these are your two partners. One person goes 47. 57, 67, 77, 87, 97. Or you can count back by tens. Ready? So let's think of 109. 109, 99, 89, 79, 69. See how good you get at that? Because there's other games you can play once you are really good at this. Okay, you can always keep this just in case you like to have it around. Today, I want to show you the two sheets you're going to work on. So one of the sheets is called neighbor numbers. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn over two cards to make a two-digit number, and then you're going to write the number in the middle. Okay, in just a second, I'll show you. And then this is the grid you're going to figure out. Okay, let's think of this being a part of a number grid. My number is 45. Can you figure out all these numbers that are around it? Okay, so think of this grid as being very similar to this grid. So the number in the center right here is the number you would know. So if I told you the number I have in the middle is 45. Can you think when we add up and down by tens, what numbers are above 45 and below 45? And also when we count one less or one more, can you figure out what those numbers are? So let's just see if we can do this. Turn over two cards to make a two-digit number. Write the number in the middle square. Find this number's neighbors and write these numbers in the squares around the number. Check your answer on 120 number mat. If I had 45, what number would be right above 45? It would be 10 less because look, it says 10 less. So that would be, if I'm counting down by tens, that would be 45, 35, 25, but there's no room for 25. 35, 45. 55. Now I have to see one less. This says one less. So I'm going to get 45. One less would be 44. One more would be 44, 45, 46. Now today's activity is going to be like this. So the first thing you're going to do is you'll have a deck of cards. You're going to turn it over. And you are going to, don't have a lot of space, so I'm going to turn it over right on top of the sheet. Okay, I'm going to turn over two cards, 9 and 10. Okay, now that makes 910. That's way bigger than I need to have. Okay, so I'm going to return that card to the bottom, and I'm going to try this one, 9, 7, 97. Okay, so I'm going to put 97 right here. Okay, 97. 10 less than 97 would be 87, right? 10 more than 97 would be 107. So if we were counting by tens, it would go 87, 97, 107. Okay, now we're counting one less. 97, one less would be 96. One more would be 98. See if it sounds right. 96, 97, 98. Yep. And counting by tens, 87, 97, 107. So once you're done with that, I'd like you to check your work with your 110s grid. 97, and then above it, I wrote 87. Below it, I wrote 107, and I wrote 96 and 98, right? So it matches that grid. So later on, I'm going to give you any part of the grid, and you have to figure out all the numbers. Right now, I'm giving 10 more, 10 less, 1 more, 1 less. You're going to fill this whole sheet. If you don't happen to have cards, don't worry, because you can always use something like this. You can, I can attach it if you want. You're going to just take 2 dice. I'm going to use 2 dice. And if I roll it, you can just get 65. You're not going to look at this total because that's not, we're not adding them. We're just making a 2-digit number with that. 65, you're going to write 65 in the middle, and you're going to write the numbers above and below it. So it's up to you whether you want to roll 2 dice. If I give you a link to this, you will probably start with 1 die, but then if you click on another one, it gives you 2. Okay, so now you can make a 2-digit number. I only want you to work with a 2-digit number. However, if you want to challenge yourself, you could go with a 3-digit number. You can make 641. But I think for right now, 2 are just fine. So that's one game that I want you to play and fill up the whole sheet. So the other game you're going to play today, you have 2 games you're going to play. You are going to get a 2-digit number. You can make a 2-digit number by rolling 2 dice that I showed you, or you can turn over 2 cards and then roll a die. One of the things that first graders should be able to do is to take any number up to 120 and add a 1-digit number to it. So for example, a 2-digit number would be 64. Right? That has 2 digits in it, 6 and a 4, 64. And to add a 1-digit number to it, any number from 0 to 9. So let me show you how this game is going to work. So right now it says player 1 turns over 2 cards to make a 2-digit number and writes the number in the top box. And then you're going to roll a die. Because you're working by yourself, it's just you, right? You're going to get a 2-digit number, you're going to roll a die and add the 2 numbers together, and you will have to get your parents to check this work. Okay, so let me show you how this is going to work. I turn over 2 cards, a 9 and an 8, and I made the number 98. I'm going to write the number 98 up at the top. Now I'm going to roll a die. I rolled a 2 plus 2. So I'm going to think 98 and 2 more. I'm counting by ones. 98, 99, 100, right? So if you think about the number grid, here's how it goes. 98 and 2 more. 99, 100. So you can double check your work at the end with this, or you could ask your parents to check. So that's how you're going to play this game. You have 2 games to play today. Once you get really good at adding tens, you can go ahead and try this game. If you want to try 10 more, you can click that, 10 less, 20 more, 20 less. Okay, I'm going to start with 10 more. Okay, so I'm going to click that. Since I'm the only player, I'm going to click 1 player game. The only thing I'm figuring out is 10 more than any number. And once I figure it out, I'm going to click that number and then I'm going to press next. So it says 10 more than 43. 43. 10 more than 43, 53. Next. 10 more than 94. I'm going to quickly find 94 and press 104. Next. I have to click on the number and then press next. 105. 105 is right here. 10 more is 115. Next. So that's one game. The other one is 10 less, right? 1 player game. 10 less than 14. Here's my 14. 10 less would be 4. Next. 10 less than 24. 14. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, you can play the 20 less, 20 more game. Okay, so I'm going to leave that for you to figure out how to do it. You're going to load it and then try it. That's all I have for you. Have fun with all these activities. I'll see you later.